Okay, so recently my school has went back in, and things have been pretty tame so far. But the thing is that, as the time I'm writing this script that I'm reading off of right now, I've only been back one day. I can already tell you that it's going to be a long year. So the night before all this, I could not sleep at all until about 1 or 2 a.m. I forgot what time by now, but that's not important. With all that being said, I think it's pretty obvious that I wasn't exactly in the best mood or the best headspace due to all the lack of sleep. So when I first roll up and get out of the car, the first thing I notice is the sidewalk or little entrance area, whatever you want to call it, had chalk all over the ground, saying inspirational stuff or whatever, I don't know, because I didn't even read it. I was too busy making my way to the door and trying to block out music that were blaring in our ears at 7 a.m. in the morning. When I walk in, I make a beeline directly to the gym where we all sit down before we're brought to our classes. Anyway, the gym is as cold as ice as it always is, which is another good reason to hate my existence at the time. It's already bad enough that not only are most of the seats around my friends are taken, but I have to sit at the edge of the row now where all my ops can pass by. Anyway, we have to wait forever for the lower grades to get where they're going before they let us get in our groups. So it was about 15 minutes of just straight names being called out and waiting for yours to be called. It didn't help either that when a teacher's name was called, everyone clapped, which got pretty old pretty fast. Eventually my name is called, and thank God I wasn't in the second group of my grade, because I could not wait much longer in that freezing gym. Not too long after all this, we were walked up the stairs by our homeroom teacher to her room, where we would spend the whole day. Luckily for me though, it was only half a day, so I can't complain there. Me and two of my friends, which I'll call A and H for the sake of this video, sat down all next to each other, while the teacher starts introducing herself. An annoying group of girls starts to do annoying girl group stuff, and of course, since it's a female teacher, she was all for it. All it took was one girl saying 6-7 for me and my friends to realize this was going to be a long year. After all the 6-7 passed by, the teacher starts talking about how she doesn't mind brain rot, or something along the lines of that, which makes one of the kids in the back say, "Chimpanzini bananini," and the teacher says, "Oh no, Italian brain rot," as if it's something that's still funny or relevant. Me and my friends gave each other the most blank expressions. Reminder that all of this is happening at about 8 a.m. in the morning to kids who had 4 hours of sleep and already don't want to be there in the first place. Eventually, we were called into a gym a short while after that, where I had to sit down with my friend on my left side and girls on every other side. And I was just one seat off from being at the end of the row. And one of my biggest ops was sitting in the row in front of me. Thankfully, he was further down the row though. Eventually, this meeting actually started, and it was on some of the basics, just normal meeting stuff, until we got to the part of the meeting that was talking about the dress code, where an updated dress code policy made the shorts that I was not only wearing at the moment, but was my favorite pair of shorts that didn't break the dress code previously. So now, I was left with about nothing to wear, an already strict dress code after a speech that was about 45 minutes to an hour. I was left with the time wasted and my favorite pair of shorts banned. When we returned back to class, A and H are both standing outside the door waiting to be let in. Since we were now on the second floor of our school building, we decided to go over to the window to get a cool view of our city, because our school's on a decently elevated hill, alright? And you can see the city pretty good from the top. But when we went to go look at it, the entire view is blocked by a different chunk of the building. I accepted the defeat of not being able to look out, but I noticed something about the window I was looking through pretty quickly. So that window in particular had drawings left by marker or something from last year's class. All other drawings or signatures are normal, except for one. A femboy was drawn on the window of our classroom, and made a pretty cool view not only be obstructed by a large chunk of the building, but a femboy was drawn on the window too now. Eventually we got a paper that was supposed to tell more about ourselves to the teacher. It was basic questions like name, favorite food, and choosing a song to listen to for a whole year. I chose Like Him by Tyler the Creator. But eventually, whenever she got to asking people what they wrote down, and asked one kid who decided to explain not only the entire lore behind the song, but the entire lore of the musical that the song was from. So after that long yap session, it was finally time for lunch, which I gotta say was good. But people were begging for chip bags, trying to get me to try food, or trying to give me food. During lunch we turned on Phineas and Ferb, which was a W, but it was now dismissal time. Now, since my grade group gets released last, we had to navigate through a horde of younger kids that blocked everything, just standing in the middle of the road. While I made my way around the crowd, one of my friends is cussing out a kid for stepping on his shoes. And well, that was the whole day. Overall, I had fun, but it was definitely chaotic and even a little confusing at times. But I still had a good first day, even through all the chaos. Hey guys, as I post this, it is my birthday. Yippee! And today I got to go to my other classes other than just my homeroom. And to be honest, all my classes are good, minus my 5th period, because none of my friends in it. I have annoying kids in front of me and behind me. It has nothing to do with the teacher or the class. But with this little side note, I'm going to end the video off here. Let me know if I should do more of these types of short little story time videos. By the way, so that's the video. Bye-bye.